Hey, Motivational Drive-By, Coco here. How have you been doing? I interrupted my Leo Buscaglia week because I did the week with Mike Danaher and I wanted it to correspond with the article. So I want to finish Leo Buscaglia, but I want to add some more to Leo Buscaglia because he is one of my favorite teachers. So I've got a bunch of additional Leo Buscaglia quotes, probably another week's worth. The first one, zoom, is I've always thought that people need to feel good about themselves, and I see my role as offering support to them to provide some light along the way. It's funny because this one probably moves me the most and it probably means the most to me because that's kind of my mission too, to positively affect every man, woman, and child on the planet. So once again, I've always thought that people need to feel good about themselves, and I see my role as offering support to them to provide some light along the way. This is absolutely critical. There's so many people out there who are telling you you're no good, you're not this, you're not that, and what's sad about that is people believe this. And it always amazes me how people can actually believe that they're inferior, that they're second class, that they're not good enough, and for some reason they seek the approval of truly evil people. If you're surrounded by people, or if you have surrounded yourself by people who are telling you that you're a terrible person, and you're not. Now, if you are a terrible person, that's a whole other issue. You need to work on that and clean that whole thing up. Because there's no excuse for that. There's no reason to be a bad person. But in fact, if you are a good person, and people are saying you're all kinds of things. I mean, I know women who people tell them, oh, they're too fat, they're too this, they're too that. They're not pretty enough, they're not. It's all nonsense. It's all control, it's all power. Now, I've talked about this before, and when I talk to kids especially, there's a lot of people out there who are positively, absolutely attempting to influence, negatively or positively. And they will say things to empower themselves. So I always tell people there's 3 questions you should be thinking about when somebody tells you something that maybe doesn't make sense, maybe may make you, control you, maybe they're trying to change your mind, make you do something you think is maybe not such a good idea. The 3 questions have to do with who's making money because of it, who is it empowering, and who makes out on the deal. I mean, you see all this stuff going on in government, and you see environmental stuff, and it's kind of like, who's making the money? Follow the money almost always. If somebody is saying, extreme things, be it the new religion of, environmental activity, or be it even the church itself. There's people who have said and done things for money, for power, for control. And that's always been the way it is. So you need to surround yourself with people who love you, who care about you, who will tell you the truth. I mean, if you have body odor, or you got spoogy stuff on your cheek. You got mustard on your cheek. You could tell who your friends are because they're the ones who are going to tell you, hey, you got mustard on your cheek. Hey, you smell bad. Whew. There's another quote I have, and I don't remember who did it, and then I will go into it in the future. But basically, the gist of the quote is, if somebody offers you a breath mint, take it. It's that simple. People who care about you are going to be blunt, to the point, and then drop it. They're not going to, go on and on about, this and that. And in fact, there's a song that I really like about a girl who, the guy that she believes she's in love with tells her she's fat, she's ugly, she's not funny, she's stupid. And there's a guy who obviously is in love with her who tells her she's brilliant and amazing and she's hilarious, and she really likes to be around this guy because he makes her feel good. Well, there's nothing wrong with surrounding yourself with people who make you feel good, because it kind of goes around. If you surround yourself with happy people, you'll be a happy people. And the more, it becomes an exponential kind of thing where, I try to make people smile, make people laugh. It's all very important to me that this is the case. It's kind of how I'm wired. And if you ever get a chance to be with me, you'll find that that's the case. Every so often, I'll play the cynic to make people see the other side. It's kind of funny. But nonetheless, surround yourself with happy people. Surround yourself with people who love you and care about you, and not surround yourself with the people that fall in love with the people. Don't fall in love with the idea of the people. We'll talk about that. That's an upcoming quote that I really think is important, and we'll go into it in detail. And I'm on a really bumpy road, so consequently, I'm going to sign off. Have the most stupendous, amazing day of your life. Coco out.